Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're back with another edition of Cleats Up. Blake, we've been kind of on a hiatus lately, a little bit of a vacation, I guess. You went away back home for about 2 weeks, and life's been crazy over here in California for me.
Yep.
But we're back, and things have been happening, especially today. The Rockies, they are one of the worst teams through 40 games all time. And I guess when you're one of the worst teams. Somebody has to pay for it, and unfortunately, it's going to be Bud Black. He was let go. Um, I don't know. There's been kind of some pushback on Twitter, at least from the writers and some fans, saying this isn't Bud Black's fault. Blake, obviously, I don't think anybody thinks it's Bud Black's fault, but do you think it's fair that he gets banged?
Yeah.
When they're 7-33.
Somebody's got to take the fall, and unfortunately, you can't fire players. I mean that's what it comes down to. Somebody always has to take the fall for it, and usually is the manager or the GM. I wouldn't be surprised if the GM was gone too, but somebody obviously takes the fall. It's going to be interesting, but you mentioned it. 7-33 through 40 games last year. The White Sox were 12-28, and they turned out to be the worst team of all time. So this team is well on pace to be the worst team of all time, back-to-back years. It's tough to see. Um, the Rock, like if you're a Rockies fan, you just got to be so pissed. I mean, you basically paid the Cardinals to take your best player, Nolan Arenado. This team doesn't spend money. The one time they did spend money, they invested in Chris Bryant, and he that's been a very poor investment on their part. He hasn't been able to stay healthy and kind of show the MVP form that he had in Chicago. But yeah, I mean, it's tough when you don't spend much money. And in baseball nowadays, if you don't spend money, it's going to be tough to put a product on the field. You're not going to get pitchers to go there because of the elevation. So you're going to have to draft and develop a core, which I mean they've started to do, but it's going to be a long process for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, it's going to be a minute. The Dodgers aren't going anywhere. The
Yeah,
D-backs look pretty powerful right now. Even the Giants, I mean, with the new regime and Buster Posey, they came out of the gates hot. And I mean, we'll see what happens with the Padres with that whole ownership fiasco and all of that.
right.
But they're one of the best teams in baseball right now.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, they're lonely at the bottom of the NL West, and it's gonna be a minute. It's gonna be a minute for the Rockies, and it's felt like this rebuild or retool or whatever you want to call it is already been what, like at least 5 years.
yeah,
It's coming up. This could be a long time.
yeah.
Like this could be one of those ones that they even do a rebuild and not even get where they want to go because they do have the Dodgers in their division.
Right.
Um, but yeah, another team that did have to do a rebuild for all those years and has been hot over the past 3 seasons is the Baltimore Orioles, and things have not gone well for them either. I mean, they did take 2 of 3 from the Angels this weekend.
Yep.
Maybe a step in the right direction. They realistically it could have went the other way potentially, but it didn't. They're hanging around the AL East, I guess, because nobody's really pulling away.
Yep.
Um, but if they don't get it going soon, I'm kind of getting concerned here.
Yeah, 15-24. This is a drastic fall off from expectations the last couple of years, right? 100 plus win season, haven't been able to break through in the playoffs, but um it just seems like they spent money this year. I just feel like they didn't spend it in the right places. And obviously you bring in a guy like Tyler O'Neill to replace a guy like Santander. That hasn't worked out. He's dealt with some injury stuff, but you replaced a Cy Young type pitcher in Corbin Burns with Sugano and 40-year-old Charlie Morton, and you gave them 30 million combined. And I think you said yesterday that Charlie Morton's in the bullpen right now. So um, the investments just haven't struck yet, but like I don't think it's time for to panic just yet, but it's getting close. The offense is good. The offense is good. Obviously, Rutschman has been a shell of himself. He struggled since kind of the last year All-Star break. 28 games this year he's gone with 0 RBI. It's pretty concerning. But we'll see. He's still a top catcher in the league, but The guys are gonna have to start being dudes. You're gonna have to get contributions from up and down that lineup for sure.
Yeah, Tyler O'Neill just came back this past weekend from injury. Um, for me, it's like circle the starting pitching, right? I mean, they have pretty much a full rotation on the IL. I mean, Zach Eflin came off the IL today, which is a good sign for them, and they won the ball game. But that starting pitching has been awful.
I
I
don't
mean,
think Rodriguez has even pitched this year. So like he's been out
no.
since the start of the year. And obviously like Colton Cowser got hurt in Toronto the opening weekend, broke his hand. And obviously you got a guy like Jordan Westberg, who's a big part of that team. He's also hurt too with a hamstring injury. So definitely walking wounded for sure. And you hope if you're an Oriole fan, you get healthy and then this team kind of takes off as the summer gets here. So we'll see. Do you think this team could come back and still make the playoffs?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we look at the Braves, go
Yeah,
back to our videos, we're like, is it time to hit the panic button? I said no. And look at them. They're got up to 500. They're 2 games under right now, but they're already in third place
yeah,
in the NL East, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if the O's get hot and do their thing. We see this every year. A good team starts up slow out of the gates and then they get it going. Again, Kyle Bradish on the IL, Zach Eflin was on the IL, Grayson Rodriguez.
yeah.
I mean, if you don't have those three guys, you're asking some guys right now in that rotation to be more than advertised, right? And Sugano's actually kind of been good. I mean, his ERA is around 3. But yeah, that Charlie Morton signing is looking pretty bad.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, they'll be okay. They've been in the mix. I just don't know. Like when we get to the trade deadline, who would they trade for at this
Right,
point? I
right.
mean, they're kind of in that weird, they're a young team, but do you want to add vets to that? You kind of have to do it via trade because they don't really get guys in the free agent market that are vets. So kind of a weird deal there, but wrapping things up, let's move over to another American League East team. This time it's the Boston Red Sox, and they lost Tristan Casas this past week. He's going to be out for the whole year. His knee blew up, so they're going. Who's going to play first base? Well, we have this guy, Rafael Devers, that's making $30 million. We signed Bregman, so we moved him to DH. You know what? Let's go to Devers. We're paying him. Should be more than happy to move over to first base, right? That wasn't the case. And there is some major beef between Craig Breslow and Rafi Devers at this point. Devers is like, go do your job, go find somebody else.
That's
So obviously he was rubbed the wrong way when they moved him out of third base and on a DH. And in my opinion, he should, I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, I get it. Baseball players, right? We got egos. That's the name of the game. I mean, a lot of baseball players have egos. Um, and sometimes you have to kind of reflect before you come to the right decision. I think Devers will end up playing some first base. And if he doesn't, I think his time in Boston might be done soon.
yeah, that was going to be one of my big questions for this topic is like there's a possibility that Rafi Devers gets traded. Especially like the comments that were so public, like saying like Breslow this because he played in the major leagues, he should know better, blah blah blah. Like it's like it was very public, and it was just kind of shocking to see. I mean, if this team was kind of sputtering out of the gate, in fourth or fifth place, this team's 2 games out of the division lead in the AL East, and we're kind of approaching mid-May here. So it was just very interesting to see how public that got. And I think I'm with you. I think Devers will play some first base, but um, I mean, you look at a guy like Bryce Harper. I know he went from right to first because of injury, but that's a guy that plays first base now. And Judge went from right to center, and like there's been guys in the past that have changed positions to better the team. And for me, if you're a Red Sox fan, you're like, dude, we're paying you 30 plus million. We need somebody to play first base. Like we need. I mean, for your Red Sox fan, you kind of want to be like, why can't this guy step up and help the team? But he's obviously come out of a slow start, right? He got off to that tough start to start the year, 31 RBIs. So it's going to be interesting to see how this unfolds for sure.
I mean, for him to complain about playing first base when they literally s- go back in time with David Ortiz,
Yeah.
had him play some first base when he first started DHing. I mean, this is a similar deal here. Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand what the beef is. Obviously, he was rubbed the wrong way. He's pissed that he's not at third base anymore.
You're right.
That's just plain and simple. And now he has the opportunity to either be like, "Yeah, I got you," or be like, "Nah, you didn't want me to play the field, so why do you want me to play now?" And might be in his feelings a bit, clearly.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what his teammates like internally how they feel about this. There was a report saying that one Red Sox fan just or Red Sox fan, Red Sox player came out and said, "Hey man, just shut the hell up. Just stop saying stuff to the media." Um, I mean, I don't know who that would be, but I don't know if you guys checked out that Red Sox documentary on Netflix. There's some guys in that room that definitely would say like, dude,
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
you in or are you out? Like just
Yeah.
plain and simple. I think that's um it might be a culture thing too, right? From where he comes to, you know, America or whatever it was. Um like in when there's different cultures, um and Latin players are pretty emotional players, right? So some guys are willing to just go, yeah, screw it, I'll do whatever you want, and some guys, react in Devers' way. But he's a talented player,
Yeah.
and one thing that really kind of doesn't make sense to me is they moved Devers out of third base, right?
Yeah.
And so you're going to be a DH. Well, they got Bregman, but that deal's only for 3 years.
Yep.
Devers is like 27 years old.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't want him to play third base anymore.
Yeah.
But say something happens to Bregman, who's playing third base? If something
Devers.
happens to Bregman if he gets hurt,
Yeah. Rafi.
is he going to be like, "Nah, I'm good"?
Yeah, it's true. It's interesting. Like that's a bridge. Like you got to be careful not to burn the bridge. He signed long term through his prime. Like that's not a guy I'd want to piss off if I'm the Red Sox. I
Well,
mean,
and Bregman said he'd play second.
right,
I mean, obviously, anybody that watches the game and knows the game knows that Alex Bregman is a superior defender to Rafi Devers.
100%, 100%.
So, I mean, with all their guys, with Marcelo Meyer on his way too, I mean, I don't know. Devers should just be biting the bullet and doing whatever it takes to win. But I don't know. He's a big leaguer for a reason. He gets to make those decisions.
Yep. I don't got really anything to add, so that's good.
Alrighty. Well, that's gonna do it for this one. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. As always, we appreciate you guys for listening and watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Later.